Time to move on to them damn Packers. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in for another Chicago Bears preview. The Bears are at home at Week 11, and the rivalry is here. The Bears come into this game at 4-5 at home to take on those damn Green Bay Packers who sit at 6-3. I don't even have to explain what this rivalry means. We all know it as Bears fans and NFL fans who watch my videos, but I'm not going to make this intro any longer. It's time to preview Bears versus Packers, part 1 of the 2024 season. So without further ado, let's dive into it. All right, it's time to talk about this Bears offense going up against this Packers defense. Now, the Bears offensively, we've all known as Bears fans and NFL fans, we all know the headlines. This offense has struggled the last 3 weeks, with the last 2 weeks not scoring an offensive touchdown. As the Bears come into this game, ranked 24th as an offensive points per game, scoring 19.4. And we're going up against the Packers defense that ranks 11th in scoring defense, 21.6 points a game. Now, the strength of this Packers defense has been turnovers, and they have created 19 turnovers as a defense that ranks them second in the NFL. And the Bears, over the past couple of weeks, they've been okay. They rank 6th in turnovers in offense. They only have 8 turnovers as an offense. So when we're talking about the Bears as a unit, they have done a decent job of taking care of the football, but they're going to have to do an even better job this week going up against a defense in the Packers with Xavier McKinney, who is one of the top interception leaders, Jaire Alexander, who is one of the top corners in football. They did trade Preston Smith, which I thought was a head-scratcher a little bit, even though he hasn't been the same player that we've seen from him in the past. Rashawn Gary has been a very solid player for McKinney. Clark, at this point of me recording this, is questionable for this ball game. And if he's out, I think that helps significantly with Tevin Jenkins, Braxton Jones, and Darnell Wright all being questionable for this ball game at the time of me recording this video. And the last couple of weeks have been a struggle for the Chicago Bears offensive line, as the Bears have let up 9 sacks, especially last week against the New England Patriots. The one thing that this Bears unit has to do offensively, and I've said this the last couple of weeks, is start fast. Now, we're going up against a defense that's top 3 in passing yard, top 10 in passing yards, and we're going up against a defense that is ranked the middle of the pack in passing offense with 15, and they're ranked 10th and off defensively against the run, respectively. So when we're talking about the Bears as a unit, they've struggled. They rank 30th in passing yards, 24th rushing yards, and the running game has been the strength of this Chicago Bears unit over the past couple of weeks. If those guys offensively are not able to go, new offensive coordinator Thomas Brown, I think they're going to have to start fast against this unit. Start fast. You have to score points early, and that is something the Bears have struggled to do all season long, which is score points early on, score points within those first 15 play sequence. The Bears have struggled to do that as an offense all season. One thing that we're going to have to look for in this Bears offense this week, especially with the new offensive coordinator, is can Caleb Williams just not hold on to the football too long, especially if all the injuries to your offensive line end up making with guys being out with Jones, Jenkins, and Wright. DeAndre Swift is going to play a big part in this ball game if the Bears are able to run the football. And I do think they can run the football against this team, even though they're a top 10 team. If they are able to run the football, I think this could set up so much more. I will be honest with you guys. I still don't have necessarily the highest expectations for this Bears offense, because with the new coordinator, we just don't know how things are going to be designed, how things are going to look as far as the play calling and the sequence of play calling goes going into this ball game. So one thing that we're going to have to look out for as Bears fans, or just fans in general, how are things going to be called? How are plays going to be designed to get the ball to your weapons, and especially Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet is a guy I've always said, especially over these last couple of weeks, he is key. Odunze as well. We know what Allen and Moore can do. I think if Odunze and Kmet are involved, I think that helps this offense just that much more tremendously, especially with the injuries to this offensive line, and especially with the running game, and especially that opens up so many things for your offense. I think those two guys are involved. That opens up so much more. That gives this Packers defense, who has played some very solid defense all season long, especially with creating turnovers, that gives them a little bit just more to defend as a defense. But I will, like I said, I will be honest, I just don't know what to expect coming into this game from this Bears offense. And it's almost like one of those wait and see things, especially with the new coordinator and how he's going to do things with this offense. Today's video is brought to you by ExpressVPN. For me, it is very important to have a VPN to protect my online privacy. It'd be very, very creepy if there was someone out there who kept a log of every single thing that you did online. So why let your internet provider really do that to you online? The best thing to do is to get yourself a VPN, and why not go with the ExpressVPN, the best VPN available. Personally, I like it for the fact that you can unlock Netflix shows that you do not get in the US market. Now, one show that I've started to get myself into is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You search Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the US, doesn't come up, but you can switch your location to Canada, and you can research Brooklyn Nine-Nine again, and bam, it pops up right then and there, and you can catch up on your episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now, if you click the link in the description below, you will get 3 free months of ExpressVPN. Just by clicking the link below and you sign up today, you will get 3 months free of ExpressVPN. All you have to do is click the link down below, and you will get ExpressVPN. Now, let's just get back to the video. Now we're going to talk about this Bears defense versus the Packers offense, and that is strength versus strength. As the Bears come into this game as a defensive unit ranked in 7th in points per game with 18.6, and the Packers come into this game ranked 9th in points with 25.6. So it is strength versus strength. Now the problem with this Bears defensive unit now, we already had Jaquan Brisker, who has been ruled out yet again with the concussion. Sweat, Taylor is questionable, and we know we have Billings down for the year. And Josh Myers from the Ohio State, you know I hate he plays for the Packers, but anyway, is questionable for this ball game, and he has been a very good piece at that center position, along with Jenkins, along with Ryan Tom and Walker on their offensive line, have been a big, solid offensive line. Now, Jordan Love, I think what this Bears defense does very well, well, we haven't seen it the last couple of weeks, especially on the big part. But this thing the Bears do is create turnovers. And if they are able to force Jordan Love, in which he has a tendency to do, and I've always said he's kind of like early years Josh Allen, where he sometimes just makes those boneheaded plays. He just sometimes finds a way to turn the football over. And I think if the Bears are able to do that with this secondary, with this team, that gives them a much better shot. Now, the one thing that the Bears, I don't see have been doing on a consistent basis, in my opinion, now you guys can leave your thoughts, I just don't think they've been getting after the quarterback as much as we kind of anticipated and as much as we kind of wanted to. And it's been even more dwindled with the injury to Montez Sweat on that defensive front. And if he's healthy, I think that opens up so much for this Bears as a defensive unit, as he takes away some of those double teams, or he takes away some of those looks that other guys can see. They get some more single looks, they get some more one-on-one looks, and I think that is key, especially with a team with the Green Bay Packers and Josh Jacobs, who has been running the football very well, as this team ranks 3rd in the NFL in rushing offense, and they rank 7th in passing offense. So this is the strength of the Packers team. Shout out to Matt LaFleur. You know, I hate the Packers. You guys know that. But he has been having this offensive success. Despite I don't think they truly have that number one receiver. I think it's more of a combination of a unit, whether it's Dobbs, Watson, whether it's Tucker Kraft at the tight end position. Wicks has been having some good games. Jaden Reed. They have a collection of wide receivers that can beat you. We know Jaylon Johnson, I still say, is the best corner in football. And Kyler Gordon back healthy. If he's back healthy, I think that opens up so much for your defense, and they do so much more with Kyler Gordon. Now, the Bears defense did do the good job last week. They only let up one touchdown and hold the Patriots to field goals. But this is a totally different offense. Historically, the Bears unit with Eberflus has had their struggles against. Edmunds, I'm looking for them to play big in this ball game. And I think the Bears defensive unit, like I said, if they are able to create some of those turnovers, get the offense in a better position, I think that holds so much over what this Bears defense can potentially do, despite Jaquan Briscoe, who I think is a big part of this defense, being out yet again. Javon Dexter, I really love what he's done up the middle, and it's going to be a challenge if Josh Myers, their center, is able to go. It is going to be strength versus strength, and I think whoever wins this particular matchup, Bears offense or Bears defense, Packers offense, I think whoever wins this ball game. But with that said, my pick is going to go to, I hate to do it, I'm rolling with the Green Bay Packers in this game. And here's why. And I'm going to pick a score of 21-10. I know it sounds crazy. I know you guys are probably going to hate me, but I have to put my analyst hat on. And I just don't trust this Bears as an offensive unit right now. I think defensively, they can get some things done that can do the job. As far as what we've seen the last 3 weeks with this Bears offense, it's almost like I don't believe it until I see it. And until I see this Bears offense play with a better pace, get open receivers, hit the middle of the field, I'm just not going to trust it in a ball game against one of the better defenses in the NFL. And I think Jordan Love, if our defense is kind of hampered with the sweat and is already hampered with the brisket injury, I think them running the football and setting up so much of what LaFleur likes to do is going to have some success, because I just don't trust this Bears offense to put them in good positions to win, and the defense is going to have to save their butt again, and I just don't believe it until I see it. So I'm picking the Packers to win this game, as much as that pains me to do, but I'm still rooting for the Bears all day, 24/7, 365, bear down. But I'm picking the Packers 21-10 to win this game, despite the Bears being at home. But either way, those are my thoughts. That's my pick. Leave you guys in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.